along through Worcester County on 50 and 90 into and out of Ocean City. Keep in mind, it's the special events zone in Ocean City with the cruisers in town. Speed limits reduced. 589 go through the Pines, 113 top to bottom all right. Wycomico County moving all right on 50 from Willards to Pittsville, Walston Switch Road and Hobbs Road, bypass around town, all right there, and 50 good to the Bay Bridge. That's your traffic for the Voice Radio Network.
Dr. Amanda Craig, good morning.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, good morning.
Hey, it's Bill and Jessica, Power 1017. How are you this morning?
I'm good, thanks.
Yes,
so glad to be here.
Yes, thank you so much for checking in. We really appreciate it. Well, I mean, you've done a lot. You got a pretty impressive big resume here. For people who don't know who you are, kind of give us a rundown of some of the things that you do. You have the new book out. We'll promote the new book. Who are you, and what have you done with my kid? I do like the title.
Yes, we love the title.
I do like the title, but
thank you so much.
Yes, you have been a public speaker in a variety of settings. You are a ministered counselor. You've worked therapy with kids, adults, couples, families, and all that. Kind of give us a rundown of what exactly you do and where your expertise lies.
Sure. So I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, an LMFT. My doctorate is in family psychology. So for the last 20 years, I've been working with families and couples. I often say the relationships are my clients. And really what I'm working on with people to feel closer and more connected in their relationships. And I've been fortunate enough to write a book to help parents connecting with their tweens, right? We focus on the tweens in the book, which are 9 to 12-year-olds.
Yeah, well, I got a 12-year-old, about to be 13. And I'd like to say, I think our relationship is real good. But yeah, I mean, teens nowadays, they go through things that we never went through, I feel like, or maybe we did. I don't know. You tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like they go through things nowadays in schools and, with their peers that we never did.
I think you're spot on, and I'm right there with you. My son turned 13 last week, and
Wow.
I have a 6-year-old, so I'm in between the tweens right now, but I've just gone through as I wrote the book, also parenting a tween. And, they are different in that there's social media, right? We always talk about that when we talk about kids. What they are exposed to is mind-blowing.
Yeah.
The things that they know that we didn't know at that age because of the exposure. So I think that's different, and that really catapults them into a whole different way of feeling stress and anxiety and worry, knowing the world and then applying that to school or to their friendships. It just really sets the stage for a lot more awareness and less naivete that we had while we were riding our bikes around our little neighborhood.
Now, you talk about kids 9 through 12. How about 13 through 17? How about that? Because I have...
That's another tough age.
Yeah, my older son is 17. So I feel like, teenagers also, they go through things that is just mind-blowing. My daughter, older daughter graduated now, but I remember her coming home from school, and even my son now, high school, telling me things, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe what's going on. And it's not just because it's the school they go to. They go to great school. It's just what teenagers do and go through.
The exposure. And so, mind-blowing, you say. It is, and what happens between 9 and 12 is they actually have all this brain growth, right? These neural pathways are growing during these years. And with that comes more thoughts, more feelings, more ideas and opinions. And as we give them new ideas, as they hear things on social media, they hear things their peers are saying, and all that comes from social media, they take in more sophisticated thinking and then apply it through their behavior in school, in peer groups, on the athletic field. So you're right, their world is bigger, and with that comes more anxiety or more questioning self or more kind of depressive melancholy because it's overwhelming for us adults. Can you imagine being a kid and not having all the wisdom of that we have as adults that we've lived through.
So the book is that basically like a help guide for parents on how to, I hate to say just deal with your kid, but how to, kind of like get through life and have a peaceful home, like kind of, have a good relationship with your kids.
Well, you're so right. I really didn't make this a how-to book because we can have all the right answers, but yet still something falls short.
Right.
And so my book really focuses on the 4 pillars of emotional connection. And that idea is I see you. In other words, I want to know the perspective and the lens my child, my tween, sees the world. I want to be there for them, which means I will create a tribe, a community, a family setting that offers play, laughter, time to hang and relax, inside jokes, so that they know they have a support system when they fail or when they err or when they're in a stuck position and they need to talk.
Yeah.
The 3rd pillar is I want to know you, which means I'm not going to talk at you and give you all the answers. I want you to tell me what your experience is like. It's kind of the difference between how was your day and how did you experience your day?
Well,
what was it like?
It looks like here, it's, in your bio and, in the book, it talks about parenting opportunities in the tween years. Also, the worries that parents get about safety, drugs, sex, rebellious behavior issues in the teen years. I think this is needed. And what you do, I think, is needed. I think, a lot of parents are looking for advice, because there's no how-to book, just like you said. And I think you do great work. Again, the book is Who Are You and What Have You Done With My Kid? I like it.
Yeah,
I like
love it. Love the title.
If people want to get the book, how can they do that? Can they get it everywhere?
Yep, local stores. Also, Amazon carries it, and Amazon has the audiobook.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Well, Dr. Amanda Craig, are you on social media, or do you actually have a website that people can go to? Do you do like any one-on-ones?
Yes. Instagram, Amanda Craig PhD, website, amandacraigphd.com. There's some blogs there. There's other information, some of the things I do locally.
Wow, and we can see.
Absolute resource.
And people can book you as well, right, to come talk?
Yes. Yep,
okay.
Exactly.
Very good, very good. Dr. Amanda Craig, look, it's been great. I could spend a whole hour with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank you so much for checking in.
I appreciate your time. Thanks for having me. Good luck.
Thank you.
It's time for football, pumpkin spice